is Morning Crossfire on 95.1 Nigeria Info.
It's 6:30 right here at Nigeria Info 95.1 Abuja. Time for us to get into what the headlines are saying today. We've got the Daily Trust, Punch, Leadership, Vanguard, and The Guardian. Please note that these headlines are only read as published according to the editorial guidelines of these various media outlets and have got nothing to do with Nigeria Info. So ensure that in reacting, you get the facts and the details that you need before you react. Let's get into the headlines. Starting off with the Daily Trust. 2023 elections exposed APC's fake membership figure. National Secretary. Stomach infrastructure more important to Nigerians now. Obasanjo. I served Kaduna with integrity. El Rufai. Federal government finally admits paying fuel subsidy. Kaduna Assembly. El Rufai's government siphoned over 400 billion naira. Kaduna Assembly recommends El Rufai's probe for fraud, money laundering. Mob sets suspected motorcycle thief ablaze in FCT. Bandits have converted Kurutu Dam forest to hideout. Kaduna chief. Residents lament as hoodlums steal 4 transformer cables in FCT. Police neutralize 2 suspected kidnappers in Plateau. Atiku tackles Tinubu as federal government projects 5.4 trillion naira for fuel subsidy in 2024. Federal government to suspend import duties on staple food items, drugs, others for 6 months to ease inflation, according to a report. Let's move on to The Punch. Minimum wage. Finance Minister submits template to Tinubu today. Cooking gas export ban crashed domestic price, according to marketers. Full local government autonomy will reduce poverty, insecurity. Federal government promises fairness as U.S. lawmakers fault Binance executives' detention. Tinubu may suspend import duties on food, drugs. $413,000 bribery, Ganduje to get charges through newspapers. Senate, okay, 60 million naira salary for CJN, Supreme Court justices. Customs intercept 3.9 billion naira pangolin scales in Kebbi. 423 billion naira theft, El Rufai kicks as Kaduna Assembly orders probe. Heritage Bank, NDIC goes after 700 billion naira loan defaulters, lists 2.3 million depositors. Man jailed 14 years for attempted sexual assault on minor. 19 arrested over kidnapping, armed robbery in Kanu. Moving on to the leadership. 1 year after, federal government still struggling with fuel subsidy payments. Ondo 2024, Edema dumps APC, emerges NNPP candidate. Experts harps on dialogue for trade dispute resolution. Hardship. Foundation distributes free fuel in Ekiti. Court jails man for trafficking Indian hemp to Oman. World Environment Day. Tinubu calls for win-win transition to clean economy. May 29, Rivers APC scores Fubara's administration -0. Abia PDP chieftain defends defection to APC. Let's move on to the Vanguard. Federal government's failure to make fresh offer stalls minimum wage talks. Aba killings, reps order probe as army dismisses claims of reprisals in Southeast. Federal government plans 6.6 trillion naira supplementary budget on the Accelerated Stabilization and Advancement Plan, ASAP. Naira appreciates to 1,475 per dollar in parallel market. Aba killings. Reps order probe as army dismisses claims of reprisals in Southeast. Gani Adams asks court to strike out Igboho's 500 million naira defamation suit. Court orders for forfeiture of property worth 11.14 billion naira linked to Emefiele. Passengers stranded as Abuja-Kaduna train derails. Fuel subsidy. Stop deceiving Nigerians. Atiku charges Tinubu. Ondo Guba. APC governorship aspirant Dams party picks NNPP ticket. We are not in major talks with any political party. PDP. Reps call for swift action against Plateau killings. Demand more military bases. Final stop right here. The Guardian. Kaduna Assembly indicts El Rufai for 423 billion naira graft. Orders arrest. Minimum wage. Mixed bag over Senate threat to sanction labor with new law. I have no regret proposing full council autonomy, says Attorney General Fagbemi. Manufacturers groan over lingering eligible customers policy review. Subsidy not gone as federal government confirms 5.4 trillion naira spent on petrol. Tinubu seeks urgent action to safeguard environment. Ranching resurrects north-south sentiments in Senate. Building collapse. Stakeholders applaud new move by Lagos. Court orders substituted service on Ganduje in bribery case. And that's it on The Guardian. We've gone through that, the Daily Trust, Punch, Leadership, Vanguard, and time to get to your reactions right now. We're streaming on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. You can go on there, watch live, drop a comment, and react to any headline that has your attention this morning. I thought the regime of subsidy has ended. What's actually happening to subsidy removal? Security agencies should intensify their renewed chase for banditry and kidnapping, is what Josiah Oba says on Facebook. Watching live from Mina, Niger State, good morning, Anthony Emenogu and Undukwe Kalu. Mwazo John Lasisi says local government autonomy is long overdue. The grassroots will begin to reap dividends of democracy and feel the impact of governance. And that's how he ends that message. Let's get to the phone lines right here. You can call in, do all to move away from your device, state your name, your location, and kindly go straight to your point. 0700 951 0000. 08095974869. Those are the numbers to call this morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Itodo.
Good morning.
How was your night?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, my brother. This is your lovely brother from North Central, living in Kuba Federal Housing, Maladuna.
Go ahead, Malam.
I get I work for Canada and Salasi and Momizi and Momitara. Kaduna said I'm really that terrified by something billion naira. That's why we are taking. If you are the power, leave the legacy for grant. Now it's 85 when the power he carried none, and now he put Governor Basani into trouble because the man is crying to pay salary for the masses. He cannot pay salary because of the debt where if I carry during his term. And people are the deceive that people, if you carry loan, if you carry 400 million loan, you work with 100 million. People are sure you are working. And when we leave the power, if you can't pay salary, how people that project what you do, who follow that project? That's what I tell you. See the Niger State government now. You go carry 470 billion now to construct the road. When you can no good health care, no good classroom in the schools.
All right.
No agricultural infrastructure.
All right.
All demand from them. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, welcome.
A very good morning to you, my brother.
Good morning. What's your name, sir?
Today, I hope you are enjoying the rainfall.
Well, I'm in the studio right here, but I think I will afterwards.
That's good. I'm sure you had a wonderful night rest. So
Sure did.
Happy Thursday. You're also standing calling you from Life Camp here in Abuja.
Please go ahead.
Yes. Let me talk about this issue of indictment, corruption with Ganduje and Arufai. I want to call on Kaduna State government to stop making noise and go ahead and proving, and wherever is needed, let him come and explain himself. Just likewise that of Ganduje. I don't know why it has to go on newspaper. What I want the Nigerian government to do, this is something they should have done before now. I don't know if they are trying to do that. I hope the Attorney General Minister of Justice is taking note of that. You see, a number of people have been accused of corruption. Why can't the government establish an independent tribunal? People of proven integrity, whether retired or service, that will not compromise to prove all these corrupt politicians and businessmen and what have you. In that way, it will go a long way. Because I'm sure there are a number of cases that have been going on for the last 5, 6, 7, 10 years. How long shall we continue like that?
All right.
I think it's not a set. And then the other issue of foreign subsidy. I think by now, I want to call on all Nigerians to see that they call on the government, the National Assembly, those concerns. Let us look inward because God has given us a lot of mineral resources. I'm sure you agree with me that has not been tapped. By now, we're supposed to stop borrowing money. We're supposed to fight insecurity with prayers and what have you, so that farmers can go to the bank and then we can export all these mineral resources that will invite foreign companies. There are people who are rich in this country can invest so that we can start exporting a number of things that will earn us a lot of money. A number of things in this country by now supposed to be free. At least look at the underpayment of a primary school teacher, secondary school teacher, lecturers. Look at the jumbo pay. The National Assembly are taking $150,000 of vehicles, for God's sake.
All right.
I did there for Nigerians, please, and then let us remove sentiment, religious, political, tribal sentiment. Nigeria is the only country we have, so that this country can move forward.
All right. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your device is on. Welcome.
Thank you.
Please go ahead.
We are enjoying the rain in Gwagwalada. This is Mary from Gwagwalada.
Welcome, Mary.
Thank you. Itodo.
Yes.
Federal government is paying subsidy. Have you seen why we cannot trust federal government? Have you seen? When we say we don't trust, they say, why don't you give them a chance? How can we give chance to a government that serially lies? A government that comes on national television and the whole world is watching and they are lying. So how can citizens trust them? And if you are lying like that, How can we now believe that you have the intention of doing anything good for the masses? How will they make us to buy fuel for as much as 600 and something thousand? Some people are buying for 1,600 and something naira. Some people are buying for 1,050 naira per liter, and you say you are paying subsidy. But when this government started, subsidy is gone. First month, they said they have made a profit of 1.9 trillion. We expected that profit to continue. Now, where is all that money? Obi said, Obi did not just say he was going to stop fuel subsidy. He said he wants to stop the criminality. It is the criminality in that sector. They are not, I still believe that they are not paying the subsidy. They are just stealing the money. It is the criminality that needs to stop. Why is it that when every president comes, you come and make yourself the petroleum minister, and then you tighten the rope for citizens? You are making money and we are suffering. Why is it like that? Why will we pay for a product that God has freely given us, and we are paying so much? Why? So what are we enjoying in this country as citizens? What? Even only bus for workers to carry and go to work, and for citizens to be moving from one place to the other. Government cannot provide for us. What is the government doing for us? And when they say they should increase minimum wage, they say they cannot sustain it. They don't have money. But they have money to pay, to be stealing through subsidy. They have money to be buying fat cars, expensive cars, bulletproof cars. But citizens, peanuts. It's peanuts that they pay us. They cannot pay us. The government cannot sustain it. Government can sustain. I said Nigeria, I've always said on this platform that Nigeria has money. If not, the money would have finished. With all this money they are stealing, the money would have finished. Nigeria has money. So they should spread the money. Let all of us enjoy from that money. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mary. Landria J. Coker says El Rufai should account for the over 400 billion naira. Umar Olebara, Dr. Mrs. Umar Olebara in Owerri says, why is Senate approving outrageous sums for CGN and other justices at this austere time and no consideration to workers' plight? What an insensitive move to make. God blessed us with so many natural resources without consideration to the suffering masses that live in abject poverty, hunger, hardship, frustration, and anger. This is unacceptable and we will never take it. Felix says, Nigeria, we hail thee indeed. Fuel subsidy is back. From fuel subsidy is gone. You're welcome. Also, Francis Namanin Amangunze says, Nigeria should revert to agriculture and as her mainstay in order to tackle the current food inflation and hunger in the land. May God help us. Good morning. Solomon Benjamin, exposing El Rufai is absolute waste of time because some ex-governors have been accused of looting the treasury. Waste of time is what Solomon Benjamin ends his message with. Let's look at what you're saying on the WhatsApp platform. You can send a message to 08099930137. Ishako in Lume says the government really did not think through when it devalued our currency. Nigeria is not producing anything. China only devalues the currency to make their products accessible. The day we stop glorifying foreign currency, start doing every transaction in Naira, we might see the glory of the Naira. I'll continue to emphasize this. This present political class do not know how to navigate us out of this economic crisis. The reason they continue to take Nigeria into deeper crisis. Young Nigerians who have the knowledge do not have the resources to be in position. Many are comfortable being personal assistants and so on. Their ideas might be old school, and we may continue this way for a while. Nigeria will surely overcome. Chike in Apple says, I don't understand how our economy is in this confusing state at the moment. If government budgets 5 trillion naira on fuel subsidy in 2024, why are we still paying a liter of fuel for 690 to 700 naira? Why not go back to 195 naira per liter? What is really going on is the question that Chike in Apple ends his message with. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Diki Itodo.
Welcome.
The one and only.
Good morning. Please go ahead.
I said, let me address you from the root.
Thank you.
Mary from Gwagwalada, I greet you. Molix, I greet you. Mala Haruna Nagesheka. I want to talk about the insecurity. Now, They are complaining that bandits are taking over some forests in Kaduna as a hideout. In Kaduna, in Niger State here, yesterday we made to understand that in some places bandits have taken over the communities. In Plateau, bandits have taken over some communities. So this is what we are saying, and this bandit will take over the community and remain there. What is the work of our security? Can they go and chase this criminal that has sent people from their ancestral home? Now we are in rainy season that people supposed, planning for their for farming. People can't access their farm anymore. Their farms have been taken over by bandits. So government must do the needful in the aspect of this insecurity, because we are talking of inflation of food prices and so on and so forth. People can go to farm. Now they say subsidy is gone. I say, is it a rocket science to build refinery, to make refinery works? They have been promising us that our refinery will start working. We are in our own country, they are paying subsidy, and we are buying fuel at the rate of 700 naira per liter. In the farm not you buy at the rate of 800, 900 naira per liter. Which way Nigeria? Thank you.
All right. Good morning. Good morning. I cannot hear you. Sorry about that. Welcome.
Yes, speaking. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's Obasanjo from Amali.
Please go ahead.
Palasi, Mary, Abdul, God bless your heart. And Chief Itodo, I'm telling you, our government is a lying government. They are doing party government. They are taking advantage of what we cannot do in Nigeria. The well-meaning educated people we cannot come up in one umbrella and do away with this government. This government is lying for us day in, day out. Tomorrow you will hear another thing. The era of subsidy has gone. But what is has gone? Salasi, we are buying well in Niger State, 1,000 naira. We have been killing in Niger State. The incident that happened yesterday, day before yesterday, the mining stocks, I am telling you, more than 200. Who tell you this? If people die, I'm telling you, the government official cannot even go there. Why? Because of the insecurity.
All right.
Because of insecurity.
All right, Obasanjo. We need to go on the break shortly. Thank you for sharing your thoughts right there. Let's go on to more messages on the YouTube platform as well. You can watch live and catch up at Nigeria Info Abuja. Subsidy. Anthony Duro starts his message with that. Are we still talking about subsidy? Wow, God help this country. And Davis says stomach infrastructure more important to Nigerians now than ever. Government should do something for the masses because food items are so expensive. Asu Peter says federal government should continue to pay the March-April wage award as negotiations continue to reduce tension. Joe Dam in Maraba says now they want to pay the Supreme Court judges more and they find it difficult to pay labor what they're asking for. Is how he ends that particular message. Let's see what's happening on Facebook. Good morning, Doris. Solomon. I took a message earlier already. It's time for us to go on the break. The news comes up at 7 o'clock. And afterwards, we'll be back to take more of your reactions. You can send those reactions to the WhatsApp platform 08099930137. Ensure that you include your name and your location. Don't forget to catch up on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja.
This is Nigeria Info.